Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be walking you through the steps on how you go about creating an account and signing up through WeBull so that you can start investing. I'll post a link to their website down in the video description. You can sign up over at WeBull.com, which is where I currently am. Or you can also sign up through the WeBull application if you download their application through the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your smartphone device. And down in the description, I'll also post my referral link. If you want to sign up by using that, you can get access to some free stock when you create your account. So from the homepage of WeBull's website, what we want to do is go to the upper right-hand corner and click where it says sign up. And you have a couple of different options here. You can either sign up using an email or you can sign up using your mobile phone number. For this example, I'm just going to sign up using an email. So what you want to do is type in an email address, a password. Click down here where it says send to get that verification code, and it's going to be sent over to the email that you put in or over to the mobile number that you had entered in, and you're going to have a minute to get that verification code. So I put in my code and then I click here where it says sign up. So now at this point, we have to go through the application process to get our investing account set up. So in the My Account area, just go down and click where it says Open Account. And step number one of the application is going to be verifying your identity. So you're going to enter in your country or current residence, and then your identification type. Whether you want to use a passport, driver's license, state ID, or some other form of identification. So it's asking to please upload a picture of my ID, and it's going to be the front and the back of my ID. And you need to make sure that these pictures are clear and legible so that they can be read. And when you click on these areas to upload the images, it's just going to open up the file manager of your computer. So you're going to have the pictures in a folder on your computer. And when you open up the folder, you're going to click the picture to upload into this area. Once you have the front and back of your ID uploaded into these respective areas, then you can click continue. So I uploaded the front and back images of my driver's license ID. So now I can click continue here at the bottom. So then we're going to go through the next step in the application, which is entering in your personal information. Enter your country of residence, your first name, your middle name, which is optional, and then your last name, and then your gender. And then as we scroll down the page, it also wants to know our date of birth, our marital status, the number of dependents that you may have. And if you don't have any dependents, you could obviously just enter in 0. The ID number of that ID that you had uploaded, its expiration date, and then some identification information with your social security number, your citizenship, and then some contact information, entering in your phone number, your residential address, and then putting in if your mailing address is the same as the residential address that you had entered in. If yes, just keep this box checked yes. If no, click no and then enter in that additional address. And then after entering in all that information, we're going to click continue. And then it's going to ask for our employment information. So whether you're a student, retired, self-employed, employed, or unemployed. And if you selected employed, you also have to select the nature of the business and the employer name. And then after entering in your employment information, you click continue. And then we're going to go through and answer the questions for our investment profile and our financial information. So first, select how much investing experience that you have. I'm going to select good. What's your overall investment objective? Speculative trading, growth, income, or preservation of capital. It just kind of depends on your own investing situation, but a lot of you are probably just going to select growth. How long do you plan to invest your money? And select whichever applies to you. And then it asks, the global stock market is often volatile. If your entire investment portfolio lost 10% of its value in a month during a market decline, what would you do? And for me, I'd personally find this as a buying opportunity. How important is liquidity to you? So what liquidity is just having easy access to your cash if you need it for something else other than just having it sit in your investments. And for me, having very liquid cash available is not something that's important to me when I'm using that money in an investing account. For me, my liquid capital, I like to just have in my checking account so it's easy to access and I can use that money for things that I purchase. And then select your approximate yearly income, your approximate total net worth, and the total approximate value of your cash and liquid investments. And after selecting those, click continue here at the bottom. And then some regulatory information. First, it asks, are you or a family member a senior executive or 10% or greater shareholder of a publicly traded company? If you don't know what this means, then the answer is probably no. Are you or a family member a senior political figure or politically exposed person? Again, if you don't know what this is referring to, then it probably doesn't apply to you. And then lastly, are you or a family member employed with a member firm of a stock exchange or FINRA registered broker? And again, if you're not sure about this, then the answer is most likely no. So after answering these regulatory information questions, you can click continue. And then it's asking you to agree to the declaration of not needing a withholding of tax. And most of you are not going to need that withholding of tax, so then you can go ahead and click where it says I agree. And then we get to the choose account type, and I recommend that you guys just do a cash account for trading. Margin trading, a lot riskier. And the vast majority of you are probably just going to be looking to invest with a cash account. But if you do want to have a margin account, then make sure you read over the margin disclosure statement and understand the possible risk associated with margin accounts. And if that's something you're interested in, you can check this box here. But again, I've been investing for over a decade, and all of the investing that I've ever done, I always just do with a cash account. I'm not looking for some high-risk gamble play with my money. I'm looking just to invest in companies that I believe in or diversified ETFs that are a bit more secure, that will grow steadily over the course of time, hopefully. So with my cash account, I'm going to be looking to invest with stocks and ETFs. If you want to have access to options, you can check this box. But again, most of you guys are probably just going to be looking for a regular cash investing account to buy stocks or diversified ETFs. So then scrolling down, you also have the option, if you want, you can apply for crypto trading. And if you're interested in applying for crypto trading, you can check that box here and going through that. But if not, you can click continue here at the bottom. And if everything looks good to you after you've looked it over, you can enter in your electronic signature here and then click I agree at the bottom. And then you need to verify your email and then submit the application. So your email is going to be right here. If you need to modify it or change it to something else, you can click modify. So once you just double check to make sure that you have the correct email entered in here, click submit at the bottom. And then we're finally getting to the end of this process where it says congratulations, application submitted for approval. New accounts will normally be approved within 1 to 2 business days. Once the application is approved, we will notify you with email. So then click complete here at the bottom. And that takes us back to the home page. So to get back into our account, go to the upper right hand corner and click where it says continue. And then that takes us back over to our My Account page, and we can see that we've submitted our application. It's going through the review and approval process, and WeBull will notify us once the review is complete. And then once your application is approved, and this approval process shouldn't take too long, especially if you sent in your application during normal trading hours. At this point, we need to make a deposit. So we go down here and click this area where it says deposit. And then we're going to need to deposit at least $100 to receive our free stock. So you want to select the account that we're going to be depositing to. And I recommend real-time verification. Whereas the micro deposit verification, they're going to send you a couple of small deposits, and that's going to take 1 to 2 business days. Then you're going to enter in those amounts to officially verify your bank account. But again, I recommend just doing the real-time verification. And then scroll down to the bottom, and we're going to be using Plaid to verify and link our bank. So then we click continue here at the bottom. And then you're going to select your bank, and if you don't see it in this area, you can also just search for your bank. So for me, it's going to be Sofi. And then you're just going to enter in the login credentials. So whatever that you'd enter in to log into your bank account, you enter it in for your credentials for the account that you had selected. So for me, it's email, password, and then I'd click submit. And then it's asking to verify my identity. They sent a code over to my mobile number, so I need to enter in that code here and then click answer. And then it's asking me to select my Sofi account. Pretty simple. I only have one option to select here, my Sofi bank account. So I select that and then click continue. And then you enter in the amount that you want to deposit and then just click deposit. So for me, I'm just going to type in 100 and then I'm going to click here where it says deposit. And then that takes us over to the confirmation page. It's going to have the WeBull account that we're depositing to, and then the checking account that these funds are going to come from, the amount that is to be deposited. And then you have to check this box, which just states that you've read and understand the above deposit rules. So once you check that, then you can go ahead and click confirm here at the bottom. And then when we scroll down on the deposit page, it's going to have the amount of the deposit and its current status. And we have to wait for this deposit to go through before we can go on to the next step. And eventually on the deposit page, it should give you an estimated settlement date of this deposit. And once we have that, we can go back to the My Account tab. And then what we want to do is set a trading password for the security of our account when placing trades. So we need to set this up by clicking this Setup Now button right here. And to ensure that you're the only person with access to this account, please answer the following questions. So you're just going to simply answer these questions to verify. And then you enter in the trading password that you want to set, confirm that password, and then click confirm. And after you set up your trading password, it's also going to ask you to set up 3 security questions. So set up the 3 security questions and answers that you have for those questions and then click submit. And then once you do that, it should say you have successfully set your trading password, so then click OK. And at this point, to claim your free stock, what you want to do is if you're in the mobile app, go to Menu, My Free Stock, and then tap Get to claim. If you're on the web version of WeBull, go to app.webull.com/watch, log into your WeBull account, go to Promotion Center, and the flame icon on the top, click where it says My Free Stock, then click Get to claim. So I'll walk you through these steps since I'm on the web version of WeBull. So I'm going to open up this link. So you can see here towards the top, there's this little flame, and that's going to be the promotion center. Now, I actually didn't get this icon to show up for me the first time I tried, and it's because I had ad blocker turned on. So you might find yourself in a similar situation. Make sure you have ad blocker turned off, and that might help you the same way it did for me, where I refreshed the page, and then I now have the promotion center option right here. So we're going to click on that, and it says you have free stock to claim. So I'm going to go ahead and click here where it says claim. And then it takes us over to this page where it says, congratulations, you have one chance to claim free stock. So then click where it says get. And then it says congrats. It'll give you the ticker symbol of the stock that you have claimed, and it'll give you the expected delivery date of that stock. So then we click the little X here at the bottom. And in the My Free Stock area, it'll list the ticker symbol, the estimated value, and the expected delivery date of that stock. And just a quick review here at the end, you need to make sure that you have an initial deposit of at least $100 to fund your WeBull account. You need to wait for these funds to settle, and then you can claim your free stock at that point, and please wait 15 trading days for the stock to be allocated to your account. And to close out this video, I'll just quickly walk you through an example of how to place a trade to buy stock or an ETF, for instance, in your WeBull account. So to do this, from the homepage of WeBull, we're going to click the little trade option up here. And this is going to take us over to our trading page. Over here on the side, we have the trade tab selected. And in this box right here, what you want to do is enter in the ticker symbol of the company that you're looking to buy stock in. Now, for me, I actually wouldn't be able to buy Tesla stock because it's trading at over $700 a share, and I only have $100 in my account. And at least at this point in time, WeBull isn't allowing me to trade in fractional shares of a stock, so I'd have to buy a stock where I could purchase at least one full share. So I typed in a different company's ticker symbol, HUYA, and their current trading price is at around $18 a share. So I have enough money to where I can buy full shares of the company. So then what you do is go down and click the buy option, and then you need to enter in the order type. Now, I like doing limit orders because it allows me to enter in the exact price that I'd like to buy the shares at. You can also simply do a market trade. And what that's going to do is it's going to buy the shares at the current market price that it is at this point in time. But maybe you'd like to buy the shares for a little bit less than what they're currently going for. Then you can do a limit order. And let's say I wanted to wait until the stock is down at $17.50. So I could enter that amount in right here. And then the quantity of how many shares I want to buy, I'd type in here. So let's say maybe I'd want to buy 5 shares of HUYA. And then if you're doing a limit order, you have to decide whether you want it only good for the day. So if it doesn't reach this price and the trade doesn't go through, then it would be canceled. Or you can set it to the option of good till canceled. And that just means that this is going to be an open order, and it's going to wait for HUYA to get to that $17.50 to execute your trade unless you cancel it yourself. And you also have the option to have this trade go through in extended hours. Now, the New York Stock Exchange, it closes at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But then there's a number of hours after that where extended trading hours still go through. So if you want this trade to go through in extended hours, you can click yes there as well. And then we need to unlock to place order. So we're going to type in our 6-digit PIN code to unlock, and we click that right here. And then you enter in that 6-digit passcode. And then after that, you can go ahead and click place the order if everything looks good to you at this point in time. So that's how you go about buying stocks or ETFs, for instance, in your WeBull account. It might look a little bit daunting with all these numbers and charts and things going across the screen, but once you know what these different things mean, it's actually pretty simple to go in and place a buy order for the stock or ETF that you're looking to purchase. And that's going to close out this video, so I appreciate you guys stopping by. Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, and I'll catch you back here next time.